Hi, today I would like to talk to you about my book, Aurelie, Survival. This is the first edition, so that's the original cover. And now it has a new cover, and I will show you that at the end of this video. The new edition only has a new cover, the story is the same, and so nothing much has changed. So don't worry if you bought the old edition, it is the same story. Okay, I would never do that to my readers, change the story in new editions. It's just the cover. So Aurelie Survival, it's fantasy, but it's also historical fiction. Somebody commented to me that most stories that are set in historical times make a mention of historical events, but do not really focus on the events. But I actually like to focus on those historical events, and I usually make them an integral part of my story. And so the same thing happens here in Aurelie Survival. Aurélie is a woman in Paris in the 18th century during the times of the French Revolution. She is an active participant, so is her father, in circumstances, bring their lives in danger, and which is how Aurelie is made a vampire. The beginning of this book focuses a lot on the French Revolution, which is the reason why this book was part of the book list in social studies in the local school where I lived for 3 years. So that was something I was very happy about. So what happens here? So the French Revolution has events like the Women's March on Versailles, September Massacres, the famous trial of Queen Marie Antoinette. And Aurélie is present at those events. So she is there at the trial of Marie Antoinette. She participates in the Women's March on Versailles. And she is also there in the September Massacres, that infamous bloody event that lost a lot of sympathy for the French Revolution in that time. And so Aurélie is right in the middle of it. So the book is, truly historical fantasy. And so these events will lead her to the road of immortality. When Aurélie is accused of being a traitor, she is beaten to near death, and Lucan, an ancient Roman vampire who she met before, comes to save her life because, there's nothing he can do to save her life. All he can do is turn her into a vampire because she is going to die. And so Aurélie becomes a vampire and discovers this whole new world. And if she thought that the human world was filled with violence, the immortal world is even, worse and way different. And there are a lot of things happening, of course. She travels over the Dutch and the English countryside. She meets Giada, Renaissance vampire who shares a dark past with Lucan and who absolutely wants to destroy Aurélie. Aurélie haphazardly, discovers her skills and strengths as a vampire because Lucan basically abandons her at the beginning of the story due to a misunderstanding between them. And so she has to find out everything by herself, and so she mostly stumbles upon all her skills and strengths. She makes mistakes, obviously. She meets a man, a human, not an immortal, who stirs her passion. She finds surprising allies that she wouldn't have expected. And then Lucan also makes a reappearance because he is her maker, and Giada tries to destroy her. So it is a book of discoveries. So not just discoveries of Aurélie as a vampire, but also of her finding new strength in a new situation where she finds herself completely alone and she doesn't know how to handle it. And she takes it in stride. She takes it surprisingly calm. and she learns every day. And so it's a book about growth, self-discovery, history, and of course they're vampires. So yes, there are battles, there is violence, obviously. Don't worry, my vampires do not sparkle. Okay, I made sure they do not. These vampires are the old vampires of lore. Yeah, they do not shrink from hurting others. So yes, the book has some brutal scenes, but it also has love. It has a lot of history. I did say that 2 or 3 times already, right? I like to repeat myself. I'm a teacher. Teachers tend to repeat themselves, so please forgive me for that. And so this is Aurelie. It has received excellent reviews on Amazon, which make me very happy as well. I will share some of the reviews below this video. And if you like to give Aurelie a chance, I will also share the link below this video. I wrote this book as a standalone book, but book 2 came into existence, and then came book 3, and then came Lucan's story, which is book 4 and 5, and Lucan's story it ends the series. Although every single book can be read as a standalone book, so if you start reading book 2, you will not be lost. But I guess it's better to start with book 1 and book 2. So this is book 1, Aurelie Survival. I hope that you will give it a chance, give it a read. And if you like it, I would very much appreciate it if you left a review on Amazon. These reviews can really help an author get noticed. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them below this video. I would be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, click on like, subscribe to my channel, and have a beautiful day.